A suicide attack in the heart of Kabul Tuesday. A deadly reminder of the 12-year-old war that still rages on in Afghanistan. But just hours after the attack, perhaps the strongest signs yet that there's a chance for peace. In their first press conference in years, the Afghan Taliban, long vilified by the West as a terrorist insurgency, said they want a peaceful end to the conflict and the occupation. They also said they're willing to talk to the enemy. In 2001, U.S.-led coalition forces attacked Afghanistan after Washington accused al-Qaeda of launching the 9/11 attacks from Afghan soil. The Taliban were quickly overthrown. From their new Qatar office they plan to use for peace talks, the Taliban said Afghan soil will not be used for another attack.
The Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, in addition to its military efforts, also has political goals and strategies related only to Afghanistan, which does not intend to cause harm to others, and will not allow anyone to use Afghan soil to threaten the security of other countries, because it wants, as a part of the mutual respect, to establish good relations with all world countries, particularly with neighboring countries.
Washington is cautiously optimistic. Senior White House officials announced plans to meet the Taliban in the coming days to swap agendas. The U.S. wants the Taliban to cut off ties with al-Qaeda, end its attacks, and accept the Afghan constitution. U.S. officials said they'll also discuss a possible prisoner exchange to recover Bo Bergdahl, the U.S. soldier held captive by the Taliban for the past 4 years. Afghan President Hamid Karzai also announced plans to meet the Taliban.
Our High Peace Council will travel to Qatar to discuss peace talks with the Taliban. We hope that our brothers, the Taliban, also understand that the talks will move to Afghanistan's soil to ensure peace.
In another milestone event on Tuesday, NATO held a ceremony to hand over the lead role for security to Afghan forces, a process that started 2 years ago. Afghan troops and police are now in full charge of defending the country. Coalition troops will serve as backup for the 18 months remaining before their scheduled exit from Afghanistan. Both Afghan and coalition officials say the fledgling Afghan army is improving. Critics say many of the troops are still poorly trained and they're nowhere near taking over the reins. Analysts say how they perform in the coming months could be a deciding factor in the upcoming peace talks. Reza Sayah, CNN, Kabul.